Yeah. think it'll be a little lighter there, but shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is the time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. I feel like I'm getting an echo, but as long as I'm not, it just feels funny in my, maybe I have a monitor on anyway. But shout out to everybody here. 81,200 took a trade earlier last night, or late last night. Got out of it this morning. Oh, that's not me. There we are. Here we go. Gotta hit the right button, Sammy. It's all about pressing the right buttons when you're trading, right? Amen. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. I was on WEEEX trading my buttocks off all last night. No, seriously. You spit out your coffee, I know. But seriously, let's go. Let's talk about what happened here. Live trading on WEEEX. I see the ascending triangle. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. I see the 21 above the 200. I have to take that trade. I have to. Almost doubled down, actually. We ripped. We did a bullish retest. We pumped to the upside. Why did I sell if it looks like we're going to go to continue? Honestly, I'd move my stop right here, thinking that we would bounce off the wick. I went to the bathroom, came back, seeing that I got wicked out. I was up probably 1,500 at the top. I took 850, but I made 850 while I was asleep. If you make 850 while you're sleeping, I'm telling you right now, it's going to change your life over time. If you do it consistently, it's going to change your life over time. Let me see if I can add a little bit of light here. I'm going to configure the video, and we're going to add a little bit of exposure here, a little more brightness to this. There we go. And maybe a little contrast. There we go. A little saturation. Okay. No gain. We don't need gain. Low light compensation. There we go. There we go. We're going to apply that. That's going to give you the look that you're looking for. Sorry about that. I had to do a little video engineering on the side. Okay. So let's take a look. I like what we're seeing here for Bitcoin. Am I going to scalp it? I mean, I like it. Let's take a look at the 3-minute time frame here on WEEEX. Shout out to WEEEX for implementing the 3-minute time frame. You can't get it anywhere. We had it on BitConnect. I was really happy to see it here. This is awesome. All right. So it tells me, hey, let's take a look at my 1 minute. I may make a scalp right now, right here with you live. So look, we're bouncing off the 200 moving average on the 1 minute time frame. A known area for a bit of a bounce here. This song's not going to do it for me. We're going to have to be skipping this song. There we go. We want to get a bounce here off the 200. See how it's kind of a shoulder, head, right shoulder, but we are starting to implement some bull div here. And look, VR, VP, we can add it. Do we have VP, VR maybe? I think they call it. Yeah, there you go. And this is actually, you know what's really cool is this indicator that we just added. You have to pay for this on TradingView. But if you sign up to WEEEX, you basically get TradingView for free. You see what I'm saying? Because you get the widget. So it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. I don't like saying that, but it takes care of 2 birds with 1 stone. We don't want to kill any birds here on the show, all right? Sorry, PETA. All right? No, seriously, we're not into that. We love birds. We love animals. It's a beautiful thing. So let's take a look at what's happening here for Bitcoin on the bigger time frame. This is also annoying here. Sometimes we get that on Brave. Okay. We're in a rising wedge. We're coming back down to the bottom of the channel. Makes sense, but this thing could still go parabolic. When this bounces off the bottom of the channel and decides to go to the upside, we could get a serious pump. Funkmaster Flex Night. Funkmaster Flex Night. Who's the one? You ever listen to that? We got you, baby. We got you, man. But shout out to everybody here. How many people we have here on the stream? Let me make sure we're cooking and ripping over here. Shout out to all my beautiful people. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I greatly appreciate it. What a beautiful morning in Tampa Bay. 175 stops with a big brown truck. Let's go. You're going to do it, man. Shout out to the Crypto Taco. 175 stops. He's going to nail it. And that's a life of opportunity, man. You can turn that money into a lot of... Someone that says, oh, yeah. That's so funny, what you just said. I can't repeat it, but I think it's hilarious. He said BC's husband is going to divorce him. Yeah, probably right. Hello and welcome to the Crypto Bear. No, I can't. We take out the bears, not the birds. Amen. Start DCing Bitcoin on it. Is that you, Zeno? Hey, man, how you doing, man? Smash the like, hit the lifers. Hit the likes, lifers. Shout out to AZ Welding. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the stream. And we're live in Miami, just so you know, traveling around the world. We're at another location. I haven't been home in days, baby. It's like I can never get home, man. Anyway, let me pop out the chat and move it over. I got the chat, like, in the wrong spot right now. I got to pop it out. Send it back to the right place over here. Oh, I see what's happening. To see the chat, I got to be... Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Let's go. It's time to long again. Adele, Sammy. Shout out to Legendary God King. Dude, Legendary, I have not forgot about your payment. I just am so... My wife does payment, and I don't have... I had access to FaceTime. For some reason, I had Ally Bank. My face used to open the login so I could sell people. 2 weeks ago, it just said it can't. I forgot about it. But I'll tell my wife right now. I'm going to text her, actually. I got to text her your number and say, you gotta send this guy his money, man. So I have not forgot about you. I feel horrible. I'm just not involved with payment. And I'm not good at this stuff. That's why I hire other people to do this stuff for me, so I don't have to think about it. But I'm going to send it to my wife right now as we're and I'm going to say, pay this man. And $350. We'll give you $50 for waiting, man. I apologize. Okay? Here we go. Look, Zelle this number $350. No questions asked, BB. All right, I got you, bro. I got you. Ends in a 444. We got you. We got you. I just want you to let you know you're on my mind. I never, just because I'm some big dude in the YouTube world, I don't forget about people that help me, man. I don't want to be rude to you. I just want to let you know you're on my mind. I've been traveling around. I'm in Miami. I've gone all around the world in the last few weeks. So, okay, is it time to long again for Bitcoin? Honestly, it looks like it just, well, may be. So, the first thing, before my top-down analysis, I'm gonna make sure I don't miss a beautiful long here. So it's high risk, high reward. So last night I saw that we were gonna break out, or remember this was the head and shoulder pattern I called a long on. I said we should just long it again, even though it looked like it faked out. We sold it. I got in the pump I sold, got back in this pump I sold. Then we made this flag. And then I got in here again, and if you can believe it, it's kind of crazy. I sell and buy at pretty awesome times, and there was a bullish retest off the top of this trend. I got in right there because it's a safer buy off the 21. There was a bull flag there. We pumped to the upside. It was absolutely beautiful. All right? I am going to move that BPN up to 120. It just takes out some of the trash. All right? The trashy songs. The songs that I'm not like, So now what? Do we, you know what I mean? And then what happened? We broke out. I mean, that was kind of the measured move of this is the length of the pole. And we pumped about 70% of that. I think that's a smart move, especially when you got all this, Iran and all sorts of craziness going on right now. Yeah, I take profits a little faster. I know those big swing trades on the daily. That's why I have the monthly trade open, and I'm letting the monthly cook. I've been in the monthly trade since March 10th. I got in it at 70,000, if you can believe it. We got to a high of about 81,750 today. Let's see on that candle. The high was 81,654 on WEEEX on the futures here. So, and shout out to WEEEX. You know why WEEEX is WEEEX? Because it's the WE exchange, bro. I've never met an exchange where I'm more comfortable with the people at the top. I'm more comfortable with the people that run it. Right now, I'm staying with the people. You know what I mean? It's just amazing. It's a blessing, right? And we're doing AI this weekend too, so they have all sorts of divisions. It's really cool, man. But shout out to WEEEX. Always just really, they support people that support them. I've been with exchanges that I've been the #1 affiliate for them. I've done everything for them, and I still had to beg for anything. And so I know what it's like to get treated great. I know what it's like to not get treated so well. And I just want to say, just to let you guys know, that WEEEX is always holding me down, man. Yeah. We're going to come back to touch yellow line, except drop in the future. Yeah, welcome to the Crypto Lifer channel. Join the trading group at CryptoLifer.com. We make it simple and easy to join the trading group. Hit the subscribe button, $99, $270, or a whole $1,000 for the year. And that's amazing. That's less than $3 a day if you do the math. I made $850 this morning, and I showed you how to do it overnight, right? I only used $2,300. It wasn't like I used thousands and thousands of dollars. So you can too. Remember, you can too. Repeat after me. I can too. I can do what Sammy does. Sammy makes gains every day. I can make gains every day. I could do this. I know you can. I believe in you. I trust in you. I know you can get it done. So rising wedges break down 68% of the time. What's going to say that this isn't going to dump in our face right back down to 78.9? What makes you think we should jump into a long right now? Well, at the present moment, I'm going to chill for a second. But we should get a bounce off this bottom trend line. If we get a bounce and we start to go sideways here, that's going to tell me. Bring that music down just a tad for you guys. But that's going to tell me that's going to be a pretty good move. Right? But at the same time, this might just dump. I just dipped out of the long. I'm not in a trade right now except for the monthly. All right? Let's do our top down. It looks like I should do the top down from the very beginning. forgot where we were exactly. What's the difference between a fairy tale and a sea tale? My dad's friend used to tell me this joke when I was a kid. I never understood it. And there we were. You know what I mean? It's not like Once Upon a Time. You know, that's how you start a fairy tale. But a sea tale, you start, and there we were, you know. Anyway, you'll get it one day if you ever got lost at sea like I did, you know. So here we go. The monthly is beautiful. I like what I'm seeing on the monthly. 3 green soldiers if we close the end of the month this way. This is bullish. We broke out. I also showed you that the monthly never faked a breakout. Every time it's broken out of a trend line, it's created a massive move, especially after a massive dump. The biggest falling wedge we've seen is here. This is the second sell-off in the history of Bitcoin that's been this big, this one right here. Every time we close the green candle above the resistance line, basically to the trend line, that was never a fake out. We continue to pump. What I am open-minded about, because I'm open-minded, and I read Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, and he told me, Sam, never be fully committed to one direction. Always be open to probabilities and be ready to pivot. And that's what a true trader does. That's how you really can maintain, and that's really what you got to do. So look, $11,289 there for Bitcoin. That would be the target if we took a dump. Are we going to 11K with Michael Saylor, all the institutional money coming in? It looks highly unlikely, folks. And you take it one step at a time. You see where these two candles closed, which is 71,280. Unless the monthly candle closes below $71,280, I can't become a bear. I just don't know why people are bearish right now. Unless the monthly candle closes below 61.8. So this level and then that level will have to be broken. And then I'll begin to say, man, that's not looking too good. Right? So right now, we're above monthly support or resistance. We're above the trend line. If you're bearish right now, you don't know how to read the chart. I'm just being honest. You don't know how to read charts at all. Yep, I'm being horribly honest. I've been showing this for a long time. I showed and I like to do this on X because X is free. And I show you what I show you guys on X. I mean, this fractal, I've reposted this every day since I posted it April 3rd. Where I basically said, I mean, this is a high likelihood, 90% chance this is a bottom. I've been saying that since April 3rd, since we went to a 5 on the Fear and Greed Index twice. You went to 5 twice on the Fear and Greed Index. That's a big deal, folks. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to actually act like it's not happening? And look at the people got really stressed out by this post. It freaked them out. It's on the way to 50,000 views and more. All right? So, and then we also gave you the tweet where we showed you I should go find this and retweet it. But this is here. I'm going to retweet this yet again. Were you listening, right? I mean, I get to retweet what I posted in mid-April and early April. Bears got destroyed. Like, you know what I mean? And you could tell the Bears were going to get destroyed. It was right there. There was 3 white soldiers. It was a double bottom. It said you're going up to 81,000, 82K. We've now hit 81.5, 81,650, right? So, look, that's definitely not the bottom. Look what is engineered, but in the short term, it could go up. See? People say it's definitely not. You're above monthly support or resistance. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know why people come and speak with conviction. I just speak with the charts. I let the charts speak for me. On the way to 42,000 followers here on X. I greatly appreciate it. We're getting many, many followers a day. I thank you so much on our way to 42,000. So this is also hidden bullish divergence, okay? In conjunction with a Fibonacci bouncing off the 786. That is a key level, folks, that you have to pay attention to. If you don't focus on that, I don't know what to tell you. All right? There's Andy from WEEEX hanging out. What up, Andy? How you been, man? How's your day, bro? Come on into this mic, man. It's condenser.
Doing some backseat trading here. I fully agree with what you said a minute ago. Data over opinion when it comes to the markets, and use your WEEEX AI mobile agent to get conviction in your data. If you're not using it yet, it's available right now.
Now, where is that? That's on WEEEX itself, WEEEX.com?
Yeah, the AI mobile agents are available in the H5 on the desktop. You can
H5 on the desktop. Okay.
You can chat with your mobile agent. Also, if you're a novice trader that's not ready to take risk, we have this new Alpha Wars game that Sam Price's community will be able to play very soon. We're going to integrate that into the different channels that you see Sam on. And we're so happy for your support. Thank you, everybody. We're going to go enjoy the consensus event now. We'll be seeing you soon.
God bless you, man. Thank you, Andy. So I'm liking this bounce right now off of the 21. Whenever the 21's above the 200, it tells me to take a shot, and I just keep doing it. And it pays more than it doesn't, so I do it over and over again. I don't know if I'm going to get to 83, 86, 34, but I'm definitely going to go for as high as I can here. It's a 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio. I kind of like that. I like being below these two areas. We're going to keep the stop loss at, what, $80,093, and this thing could continue to moon, folks, and break out. Maybe it doesn't. I'll risk half of what I made. I just made $850, so we're going to go for $500 for $2,100, right? That way, the worst comes to worst, we only lose $300 today. We're still up. So I just made a live trade. It's a limit order. I'm going to kind of move it in there. You'll pay a little high fees. It's only $17, though. Very low compared to a lot of people. And we're using $1,000. It's a half a Bitcoin. It's, you know what I mean? And we're looking for this pump, baby, to the upside to 86,000. That'd be a $5,000 move for Bitcoin. Can we get it? I feel like we could get somewhere up into here. Turn this into a $2,000 day. I'm going for $1,000 to $2,000 a day every day. If I can get it, that will be awesome. So we'll see if we can do that. Yeah, it's weird. I'm positioned funny today. Usually I'm this way. But you know what I can do? I got an idea. Transform. Flip. Horizontal. Yeah, there you go. Now you're seeing a different side of me, but at least it looks like I'm looking at the chart. This kind of makes more sense. And now I can kind of do all my stuff, and it looks good. So, hey, it's manipulation. Remember, you're never seeing what you're truly seeing, right? Does Andy have no pants as well? No, Andy is wearing shorts. So, yes, no pants, but shorts. Yeah. I don't know why you guys are asking about Andy's pants. It's a bit odd. But, yeah, Vegas Claw. I never saw you in Vegas. I knew I was going to see you in Vegas. The guy with Vegas in his name, and I went to Vegas and still didn't see me. I drove by in a McLaren, and he couldn't find me. Ask him if WEEEX would consider listing Riv, please, Sam. They want Riv, Andy. Andy. They want Riv. Maybe he left. They might have left me here. Usually people leave me because I'm just, you know what I mean? So I'm looking for Bitcoin to continue to pump off the 21 out this rising wedge to the upside and continue to take some gains. All right? That's what we're going to see. Just two bros, pants optional. Oh, that's strange. Very strange. Yeah, I don't. My wife wouldn't be cool with that. We also got a scalp or no. You guys are crazy, man. You guys are crazy. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Sean, thank you so much. If you want to trade where we trade and you want to get down where I get down, like I'm trading live on WEEEX, you can hit the right here and sign up to WEEEX, BTCC or MEXC. All right. If you want print money while you're sleeping like I do all the time. How many times, if you're in my trading group, how many nights have you woken up and I'm like, oh, I just made gains in my sleep? We had to make a song about it. We made so much gains in our sleep. Pants off, dance off. Wow, that's amazing. Crazy. Someone said liquidity grab. Very well, maybe. I don't, you guys, I don't go into all this stuff. I just go into the facts that it is what it is. We're making gains every single day. If you come to this channel, you're consistently going to learn, right? And you're going to see me make live trades. Look, we're already up 3%. I'm the king of 3%. No one makes 3% more than I do. All right? I'm telling you right now, right? You got to love it. You got to love it. So here we go. We made another live trade here. Let's get back into the top-down analysis. So the monthly looks absolutely beautiful, right? I'm trading the odds, the stuff that I know, right? And I back-tested this on the Dow Jones, on this, on the NASDAQ, on the S&P, on orange, corn, oil, you name it. You can trade it with my system. You really can. You just have to have conviction. And you just have to believe in it. Even I sometimes lets my human mind get in the way, and then I have to push it out the way and say, no, let's go with the facts. Let's go with what we see. Let's go with what's happening right now in front of us, right? Shout out to anyone with the gains on gains on gains. Riv just continued to rip. We went over it on 426 inside this flag. It ripped out the flag. This thing just never stops. Riv never stops. I mean, Riv looks like it's going to crash hard at one point, right? Once yellow curves up, price will drop and touch the dip before the next moon bars. I don't know what he's saying. All these gains is not a lot of moolah, but I get so much energy from winning. Hey, man, you got to start small, bro. As long as you're not losing, you've got it. As long as you're not losing, just keep adding to the wins. Let's take a look at the 2-week chart. The 2-week chart, beautiful. Right? It's going to close 3 white soldiers on the 2-week in 5 days and 10 hours. That's this weekend. And that's going to be hot, 82,006, 82.2. It looks like it's going to be a hot summer. None of that sell in May and go away stuff. Watch my video where I talk about selling in May. I really break it down for you guys. Did that make it to YouTube yet, John? Did it make it to YouTube? Oh, yeah, I had changed the name of it. That video you want to have in the title, should you sell in May? You know what I mean? Should you sell in May? Here are the facts, right? I think that's the most, it's a question a lot of people are asking. We want to make sure. I just feel like, see, Bitcoin Broken Rule, we should have said sell in May. You want to kind of go after that. Should you sell in May? Should you sell in May? This video is amazing. Check it out. We break down basically what happened the year before had you sold in May. All right? And had you sold in May, so I would just hit this, get this ready, bookmark it for the end of the stream, and watch this when I'm done. It's going to blow your mind, right? No other video will give you the explanation of what happened last year and whether selling in May was a good idea or not. It'll just break down the statistics for you. The weekly chart doing damage with the W to the upside. That's why I just retweeted my tweet here where I show you we were in a W, 3 white soldiers, liquidity gap to the upside. Again, I know anything is possible, but am I missing something here? Or could be the bottom and no one wants to admit it, just like denial at the top. Bitcoin is always a fun ride either way. Look, that's definitely not the bottom. The cookie wasn't engineered. It could go to 90K. Everyone says definite. It is what it is. I mean, I just go by the charts. That's a double bottom. That's basically the measured move of the double bottom is 82,900. So this is telling me that we're likely going further to the upside. All right. The week is looking absolutely beautiful. It's strong, folks. And when that closes green, that's a bullish engulfing. And yes, we had a tweezer top, which got the shorts excited, but that's a bullish pin bar. It was a red candle, but with the massive wick to the upside, we were just the second from closing green. It's almost like they misstepped on that weekly candle. It should have been green, but they flipped it. Then they give us a little bit of a dip at the beginning of the week and then got the pump. It was a perfect candle. So this is setting up for a beautiful push. And now the weekly is closed above weekly resistance at 78.5. That tells me the weekly's on its way to the upside, right? And what I see is a giant inverted head and shoulder with a butt chin. What do I mean by a butt chin? Well, there's a little Tom Brady butt chin right there. My daughter has a butt chin, right? Little John Travolta butt chin, right? And so there's the butt chin right there. It's a butt chin inverted head and shoulder. And it has a measured move to the upside. And that takes it all the way back up somewhere to about 118,000 by August. Imagine we pump all summer long and people just get euphoric and like that sell in May gets, and then all coins will follow. Solana will get back $100. And everyone was like, you were scared. No, you were scared. No, you were scared. I don't got the same ones. I'm using a different mixer and I got some of the same stuff, but not all of them. I sold way before May. Porque so bien way. Hey. The markets are screwed, no money. I don't know what he's saying. Almost 1,200 beautiful souls here. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. One of the best live streams in the game. We got guys with 250,000 subs that were on before me that barely get this many views, folks. We've got $1 million channels. Those two twins, the Hodge twins, I seen them go live the other day. 1,200 people on their live. I mean, they don't go live all the time, so I get it. But, man, we're getting live. We're getting numbers of channels that have 500,000, 1 million subscribers. We're getting big numbers, so this is one of the greatest streams in all of cryptocurrency and all of trading. Seriously, there's a live trade cooking almost every single time you're here. And we don't hold back. We don't live in fear. We show you the gains. So the 3-day chart, we talked about how bullish it was. Showed you that it was starting to make a bitter move. And that's a rising wedge that wants to break to the upside. There's your measured move. And that tells you you're going up. And once you get up here, you're going to hang out and shop. You're going to hang out between 88 and 90,000 for, I don't know, it says a couple weeks. And then we're going to boom back up to 111,000. There's a big gap there, folks. We're entering the gap. We're above the high volume nodes, the POCs, the naked point of control. Put some clothes on. And this thing looks like it wants to boom to the upside. Let's take a look at that daily. The daily, and I suggested the daily was going to hit the 200 moving average. If you were in my club, in my group, you know this is what I do. I've talked about it many, many times. I even went over it when I gave you guys the Thursday call. I have 60 positions open. You're out of your mind. I used to do stuff like that. Only Twitch streamers get more viewers because they use bots. Hey, there you go. Don't forget to eat your tacos today for Cinco de Mayo. I know, right? We got to get in. Today was the day of my dad's funeral, man. I always remember I wrote him a poem, Cinco de Mayo, and I wrote him a poem and I said it, and it was the toughest poem I ever recited, but hey, I love you, Dad. God bless you, Dad. Even my dad loved to party. And the fact that his funeral was on Cinco de Mayo was so fitting for my dad because that was kind of the kind of guy he was, man. He said, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. He used to say it all the time, man. And hey, he definitely had a good time, man. He enjoyed a laugh. He made people feel good and smile. He always tipped well to the people that, to the underdogs. He always made sure he helped up the underdogs, man. My dad was an underdog. He came from behind and won. That doesn't sound right, but he came, he had glasses. He could barely see. He had astigmatism. He wasn't treated that good growing up. Even his dad was hard on him. But he moved out at 16. He made the best. He was an independent guy that really didn't depend on anybody, man. He showed me how to become independent. How not to follow the herd, how to go your own way. My dad showed me so much. God bless Jimmy Price, man. The strength of an iron worker, the heart of a lion, man. My dad, bro. What a blessed man he was. So, rising wedge breaks to the upside. There's your bigger measured move out the rising wedge. And then we made this smaller ascending triangle, which I gave you guys last night. And we were talking about the breakout. And since I gave it, it's been, a beautiful 12, almost 14 hours here to the upside. 4 hour, 8 hour, it all broke out. Another channeled move right here on the 4 hour time frame above the 21. Little sketchy so far, but now we're inside of this rising wedge. Rising wedges break out parabolically. You have to see the pressure that's on the daily time frame. You'd say this should dump. It should dump. It mainly does, but when you're getting a lot of buy pressure, this is going to spike. Now, usually when you spike up like this, it's going to be a short squeeze, and then it's usually a pretty fast dump to the downside. So I see it move possibly to 84,000, maybe even right there to 83, and then there's probably going to be some rejection there. All right. So I like what I'm seeing. I took the long. We'll see what happens. I could be completely wrong. I might get shafted here. You don't know. Right? You always have to have proper risk management. There's some bear div here. It's not perfect. 15-minute resetting. Okay? And what you can do if you want to be a little more optimistic too is you kind of just flag this out. We might make an ascending triangle that just peels off. The key is you're above the 200, above the 21. Above the 21, above the 200. That's such a bullish sign, right? 5 minute and the 1 minute. And they're both kind of channeling right now sideways price action. So, yeah, I'm looking for I'm going to stay away from the small time frames and just sit there on the 1 hour. Let the 1 hour do its thing. And I know I could lose 500. I'll still be up 300 on the day. Or I make another couple $1,000 and turn it into a $3,000 day. So it's really like I'm also risking 5,000 for 2,000, right? Shout out to Sam's dad. We are forever grateful you created Sam. Thank you for saying that, man. Tell my dad, thank you, man. It's pretty awesome. Right, another UAE attack from Iran, and we'll get the newest news from the agents here. And this stream goes around the world, so we're dropping international news for you guys every single day here on the channel. All right, Microsoft had a huge Intel pumped so big this morning. And, off of GPUs, scarce GPUs, they're in control, right? Intel. No. Look at that pump, man. 97 all the way up to 109. I mean, that's a pump. And it's funny. It looks a lot like Bitcoin in a rising wedge. It's like they're printing money, folks. Look at Intel absolutely blasting to the upside. I actually have a call. Look, I drew some TA or something. I guess so. Someone asked me about Intel. I have this line drawn. I really hadn't gone over it in a long time, though. Let's take a look at what's happening right now with the Strait of Hormuz. Iran launched a barrage of missiles and drones at the UAE yesterday. First major attack since the fragile April ceasefire. Targets included Fujairah oil terminal and port. Fires reported in commercial vessels linked to UAE, South Korea. UAE Ministry of Defense air defenses engaged and intercepted 12 ballistic missiles, 3 cruise missiles, and 4 drones. They called it a dangerous escalation and direct threat to security. This is tied to Trump's Project Freedom, new U.S. naval missile escorting commercial ships through the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. forces sank 6 to 7 Iranian fast boats that tried to intervene. He called Iran a mini war that's working out very nicely. Stopped short of declaring the ceasefire dead. They were shot down for the most part, not heavy firing. And strong warning, any attack on the U.S. vessels in Iran will be blown off the face of the earth. Iran will be blown up. Yeah, it's like oil and energy markets are moving fast. Hormuz is the most critical choke point. Expect volatility in energy prices. Bitcoin and ETH reaction and risk-off moves. Shipping disruptions already hitting tankers. This live escalated today. Pentagon updates rolling in. UAE airspace alerts. Yeah, so that's what's happening right now. It's getting tight again. Could create a bearish dump for Bitcoin. This could create a dump. We're kind of waiting on the news right now. Like, bad news, this dumps out. Good news, this goes sideways. That's why you got to have a stop in these predicaments. I trust the 21 above the 200. Over time, that has paid me more than it hasn't. So why not just keep paying the trader? All right, I'm only down $51 of the trade. We'll see where this goes. Not a big deal at all. And I didn't over risk with a half a Bitcoin in there. Okay, because I understand where we're sitting. All right. On a blow off top, I'd for sure be looking at the floating 83.5 on the daily. You mean CPU? Yeah, CPUs. Sorry. Yep. Watching the markets as a whole as well, it feels like Bitcoin keeps waiting for alts to catch up in relative strength. Well, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at ETHBTC. And we'll look at Total 3. Total 3 is the entire market cap of all the altcoins excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's take a look if it had a bullish, stop over here. We talked about it breaking out of this kind of cup and handle. And it's so far showing signs of a breakout. It's rounding. Let's take a look at the weekly. This is all the altcoins excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And number one, you want to say is that's definitely an uptrend. Right there, resistance. You flipped it. You stayed above it, and that's a trend line that's doing damage. The weekly has broken out, and it's outside. I mean, I see this is only a matter of time to break out. Looks like altcoins are going to get its first leg back to the upside. And you can see a lot of AI coins, a lot of people positioned in some small coins. They seem to be wanting to continue to the upside. Risk off and cash on. We're going to the show. I don't know about that. Yeah, I wouldn't say that so much. Yeah. I think it's the opposite, especially whenever oil hit a high. 90 days later, Bitcoin would go on a massive pump. You can look at you can look at this. It's been a known indication for a move for Bitcoin. So I like what I'm seeing here on the weekly. 5-day chart above the 200 moving average. The last time that was a huge catalyst for a pump. And then here we are with a bit of a flag here. I mean, look at it. Look at that. I mean, we're inside of a flag. It just looks like we're waiting for Bitcoin to consolidate. Bitcoin hits the 21-day moving average, the 200, then this does too. I see a move for altcoins. Bit of a double bottom here. Adam and Eve, but it's a double bottom. It's kind of a cup and handle. I see us breaking out. We basically maintain strong support above this giant high volume node. It's a point of control right there. And when you do that, I see us headed to the 200 and headed to the top there at $833 billion. So I'm more bullish on altcoins. All right, let's take a look at ETHBTC or Bitcoin ETH. No, ETHBTC, yeah. Sorry. ETH for Bitcoin. And I kept telling everyone that's a bear flag. And Bitcoin's in control. People want Bitcoin more than they want Ethereum. Now, if this double bottoms, that could be a key level that you want to pay attention to. Ethereum double bottoms. But in my mind, it's the Bitcoin show right now. And more people are grabbing Bitcoin than all the other things, altcoin and ETH. They'll have their time. But I even showed you that this was unlikely to pump and that ETH Bitcoin was going down. We showed you it here. It's halfway through the target already. So let's take a look at Sol BTC. Is Sol at least gonna, even Sol getting beat up on Bitcoin. So altcoins aren't the one right now. And that's going to show you that Bitcoin dominance is rising to the upside. It is. Look at Bitcoin dominance. I told you it was I said, look, we're going to look for Bitcoin to break out first. I said, Bitcoin's on a move maybe at the beginning of April. And it said to me we were going to get a bigger move here for sure. You see what I'm saying? And so far, we got above the 200. We touched the 21. And again, my strategy on the 1 minute, you could do the same thing on the daily. When the 21 looks like it's crossing, you get into this consolidation, bang. Now we're at a level, but I see it coming up. What we want to see is this is a shoulder head. We want to see this pump a little more and then get up to here and start the curve and then give the altcoins their chance. But to me, Bitcoin goes back to an all-time high. Dominance is going to rip. And this is what I started telling you guys at the beginning of April here, April 2nd and 3rd. Watch out for your altcoins. Bitcoin dominance is ripping. Now, we've still seen some alts pump. It hasn't just been a nothing burger for these altcoins. We still see some alts pumping. Then we have tax returns. People getting their tax returns. They got extra money. Chuck it into these altcoins, into Bitcoin, right? So far, so good. We're still sideways inside the trade. Ain't nothing changed. We're sitting here waiting on some oil news. Looks like the whole market's kind of in waiting here for a bigger pump. Hey, I'm sitting there with my money where my mouth is. I know anything could happen for sure. Let's just see if we can hold support or resistance, hold the 21, Really, if we stay above 80,350, we have a chance. We lose that, we're going to likely drop down to 78,005. And remember, we closed above weekly support or resistance. It's a big deal. All right, when you close above weekly support or resistance, that's a huge deal, folks. That can be a big catalyst to the upside, right? Shout out to all the beautiful people. We're seeing a lot more people here. I think Google search for Bitcoin is rising. People want to know what's happening with these altcoins and AI, and they're starting to pay attention. Tokenized stocks are coming. We're going to really meld these two worlds together. And that's why you got to learn how to trade cryptocurrencies, man, because it's going to teach you how to trade 24/7 markets. They're a little different than trading the stock market. It's funny, all these stock market guys that have gaps in their trades and able to close their computers down, you're going to enter a world where we are, where you never get a break. It's going to be tokenized stocks. They're going to be 24/7 in those stocks. You're not going to get a chance to just close your computer for, 10 hours a night anymore. You're going to be able to make trades at 1 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. You have to control your risk more when you're in a 24/7 market. You can't just walk away and say, it's a different market. You got to be a little quicker, a little better, a little sharper if the market's 24/7. I'm just telling you. Because you can't just shut it down. The market's closed now. Market doesn't close. You got to be on point. You got to always keep it moving. You got to be on it. That's why I work 7 days a week, man. This market is proven to me that I have to do so. Right? If I want to win, if I want to keep it cooking, then I got to be on point and pay attention 7 days a week, right? So I would say there's no use in wearing a pocket square if you can't see it in the shot, right? Where are we going here? Oh, there we go. I wanted to make it a little... How do I make this? That makes more sense. Man, I do up so many of these like travel studio. My travel studio, man, I did really good this time. Set it up really nicely. But the Airbnbs, it's cool. Not amazing, but it's cool. And my wife's asking me about the payment. That means she's on the way to get it done. You should see that today, man. So sorry about that. Okay. If I wasn't traveling as much, I would have, or been jet lagged. But hey, no excuses. You got to get it done. So thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. So we're looking for this pump, man. I'm still long. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get this massive, massive short squeeze to the upside. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP is suggesting that we're going to squeeze up to 82.5. There's a lot more liquidity up there than down here. And you can even see the liquidations and everything. It's really, really nice. So, yeah, I love BOOKMAP. It's seamless. It's beautiful. It works wonderfully well. Also, if you're looking for a computer, I don't have any affiliation. I'm just nice. I like to talk about things that work for me. I use these mini forums, man. These are amazing, bro. Choose by chipset. Like, you can get this N5 Pro. You can even get these little ones, man. I'm using one of these right here. The most powerful next-gen AI workstation. These things are tiny, and they're unbelievable. They are going up in price as they continue, but man, look at the new release here. Look at these new computers, bro. They're tiny. They're amazing, and they're all you need. Like, extreme graphics power, i9. Like, these are better than the big ones you built 3 years ago. I built the computer for $6,000. Up to 8 terabyte of scalable storage. That's insanity. Uncompromised graphics, like this is, you can't do better, bro. And so I trust mini forums, man, and I think I'm gonna run my whole life off these things. I gotta get a dock. It's hard to get up to 6 monitors. I'm pretty good with 3 monitors, though. Really, all I need is 3, man. I did this whole 6 monitor thing, and I got 5 at home now. One went down. I took it down. I don't use the other one now. But man, you get the 32 gigs of RAM. With 1 terabyte, that's all you need. You don't even need all the RAM, right? How much is this if I add it to the bag? It's only $1,300, man, for a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 50, 8 gigabytes, AI performance, 7090 TLPS, dual DDR, 520 megabytes. This thing's hot, bro. You get the G7 Pro with the Intel i9. Unbelievable. Oh, they don't let you... you can't get the bare bones. Oh, you can't get the RAM here. Notify when back in stock. Yeah, see, things are hard to get right now. Anyway, these are awesome. Is it Earth Day today? No, Earth Day was the 23rd, right? You can even get their older model. Like this mini forum for $327, I'm telling you, that computer will, for trading, that's all you need. Everyone thinks they need, look at this. Portable dual monitor. That's all you need, folks. You don't need to go crazy, man. You'd be surprised. Anyway, I just want to let you know I love these computers. They work really, really well. They're awesome. They're awesome. They're awesome. Can't even buy the one I got now. Look at this one. This one's $3,000. I mean, this is a serious machine, and it's tiny. These are so small. I think this is going to be my next. Look, it's sold out already. Crazy. And it's because everyone's buying them for AI, right? But this is all you need, man. Stack these mini forums, bro. You'll love these. Anyway, back to brass tacks here when it comes to trades. I like the wick back to the upside. So far, so good. You want to really watch that 5-minute. Make sure the 5-minute is staying above the 200. Doing its thing is some choppiness. I would stay away from the smaller time frames today. I'd trade the 1 hour and let it cook. You know, especially I'm going to be going to the conference today. I'm here in Miami for Consensus. In case you didn't know, why is Sam in Miami? Why is he in Las Vegas? Why is he traveling the world every 5 seconds? Where is Sammy going? Sammy Boami. All right. Can we zoom out too? I don't think so, right? No. I was seeing if I could configure video and zoom out a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Took away my low light compensation though, didn't it? Weird. Yeah, there you go. Apply that. Sorry about. There we go. Anyway, yeah, a little more space. There you go. I just want you to see the flavors, bro. You know what I mean? So we're looking for this to break out. With the 21s above the 200, high probability of a move. Even though it's a rising wedge, high probability this is going to go parabolic, folks. Turn it into a couple $1,000 day. You got to, you know, you got to. At the way I rip it, man. Shout out to Andy for a beautiful steak and eggs this morning. That was really nice of you. Very thoughtful and kind, man. What an awesome guy. Andy at WEEEX brought me steak and eggs. And we bought a porterhouse steak last night. The T-bone with the porterhouse and the ribeye on either side. This is a $195 steak, man. It was cooked absolutely wonderfully. It was amazing. I think Jamie has some pictures of it. I might have to put it up, man. It was top-notch steak, man. So eat your steak. I had steak this morning and steak last night. Steak, and more steak. All right. I'm going to be in Miami on Friday for a cruise. That's awesome, man. Where in the world is Carmen Sam Diego? You're funny, man. I used to play that video game at home as a kid, right? How do you get BookMap? Go to bookmap.com. Actually, hit the link. I have a link below. I work with BookMap. I've been working with them. They came to me and said, you're one of the most accurate traders. We'd like to give you this tool that we think could help. I started working with them, and now I get a commission if you do buy big. But, you know, they don't sponsor the channel or anything, but I do get a commission if you buy BookMap. And what it does, it's a heat map order book. It just shows you who's on the order book. It could be spoofed. For the most part, it's 90% accurate, and you could judge it yourself. People that say it's spoofed aren't as consistent as me. Just show up every day and watch my channel. When this is red above these big dots are buys. See, these big balls are buys. People are buying. When the red is above the big balls, you're likely going up. So when it's dark red to the upside, we're going, and you can see we're going to go where? To 82,650. So it's telling us we're going to 82,650. No guarantees, but that's what it's saying. It's saying that we're going further to the upside. Live from off the grid Colorado mountains, Sammy. Next stop, El Salvador. Shout out to Tip Tucker. Is that you? Is that you, Andrew? Are you Tip Tucker? Yeah. Shout out to you, man. That's got to be you, right? Hold on. Either that or you live right next to my buddy. Yeah, there you go. I knew it was you. Andrew Miller, man. I love you, bro. You're my buddy, man. I love the way you laugh, man. I love the way you smile. You're just fun to be around, bro. And you know it. That's what's cool about you, man. You know what you have to offer. You're awesome, bro. I can't wait to hang out with you, bro. We're going to hang out in El Salvador. I'm buying property. I may bring my girls, and we may be homeschooling my kids in El Salvador. Living the life, man. Living the life, bro. Dude, you have no idea. Like, I did none of the whale room stuff. I didn't meet a lot of people. I hung out with my lifers, man. We had a really good time. Like, all I want to do is smoke cigars, hang out with the lifers, and eat steak. And I had that smash burger. And thank you so much for buying. The lifers bought me lunch, man. Didn't have to. They said, you give so much, Sam. It's time someone gives to you, man. Thank you so much, bro. I'll never forget the kind acts people have done for me in my life, because it makes me want to do good things for others too and project positivity. Every day we project positivity on this channel, and we spread light around the world because the world needs it, man. The world needs more positive people and higher energy, high frequency energy every single day. And how could I be upset? I woke up massively and everything's going my way, baby. Guys, what about RSI? How do we get the big move if the RSI is almost at 70? Doesn't know how to use the moving averages. You look at the daily, and the daily RSI is just getting started. Backtest your ideas, man. Backtest them. Like, see when we crossed the dotted line on the daily, we were right here. Massive move. Here we crossed the dotted line on the daily right there. We still had so much pump coming. So look at all the big pumps. And you'll see, like even this pump here, it starts when you cross the dotted line right there. We cross the dotted line, and that's the biggest moves come at the tip of the RSI. It's kind of like when a car accelerates and it keeps accelerating. It goes the fastest at the last few feet. You know what I mean? It's like very similar to that. So you have to understand, it is overbought and oversold. But when you're above the dotted line, that's when the most explosive. That's when you dump the hardest. That's when you pump the hardest. Right here, look, you got above the dotted line just right here at 76,000. And look, you went all the way up to 107,000. There's still 37,000 coming. And you can slow down and we could backtest this if you want. We can go to every single line that hit the dotted line here. And right now, the daily's on the dotted line. So in answer to your question, I feel like I just thoroughly answered it. There's way more of a pump. It definitely tells us we can get to 93,000, right? Gratitude in the house of Sam Price. Blessings. Thank you, God, for everything in my life. The good, the bad. Some were blessings and some were lessons. 100%, man. On the beam, Sammy's so positive, it pulls you through the universe. 100%. We're moving at the speed of light. My positive energy will convert you into a lifer. If you're not a lifer today, you'll be a lifer tomorrow. I'll tell you that. Just keep showing up. All right. Someone says, how is gold looking? Let's take a look at gold. Let's take a look at those super chats. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in as we approach the 11 o'clock hour here. Gold, baby, gold. You know, gold, risk on asset, but they're printing money, right? And if they keep printing money, how does gold not continue to kind of do its thing? In my mind, gold's kind of inside of this channel. I see it, I see a little bounce for gold. I don't know if it's going to be amazing, but I see a higher low cup and handle here. I see a bounce for gold on the oversold daily. I don't know if it's going to double bottom per se, but I do see a bounce here. In the interim, next 2-3 days, maybe 5, I see Bitcoin. I see gold, Bitcoin. I see Bitcoin, gold. I see gold headed up here. This key level, like somewhere right to about 48,031, right? We're going to 250K. Just wait and see. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate answering my question. I'm here to learn from you. You don't have to patronize me for asking you a question. What does patronize mean? Are you saying something rude to me? I have no idea what you're saying. I don't have to do anything you tell me to do. You know that, right? Yeah. I don't work for you, man. I love you, but I don't work for you. I'm from El Salvador. I have a view to my volcano in the backyard. God bless you, man. Thank you. Yeah. Shout out to Slick RZA. God bless you, man. Yeah, you don't sell RSI on the way up. You sell it when it finally turns back down or shows bearish divergence on the next peak. 100%. Thank you for telling them, man. I wasn't patronizing you. I was showing you the charts. If you felt I was patronizing you, that's something in your lifetime that has happened to you, and then you're attaching that behavior to my behavior. So there's nothing I can do if you do that. God bless you, though, and I hope you're having a good day. Feel free to use the super chat to ensure your questions are answered. Thank you so much. 100%, right? People want to have an A, never answered me. Well, super chat 199, I can see it. That's great customer service. We'll get it in for you. Thank you so much, man. Still adding to my short, Cherry City Bullies. Wow, that's crazy. I hope you do well on that short. I really do. God bless you. I'm in and out, so I don't have to stress like you do and make up these giant positions. But you may make a boatload, bro. So God bless you. And you can buy short, I might long. It doesn't matter. I just want to make sure you are in, dude. Shout out to Cherry City Bullies, who continues to short the market. Well, he's shorting an uptrend above the 200 moving average on the 4-hour, the 12-hour, the 5-a-day. It tells you not to do that. But hey, whatever you want, man. I don't know. I'm just a guy that shows the charts. I hope you win. I hope you win. I hope you're so heavily leveraged and so heavy that it just has to dip a little bit for you to get out of that with some positional strength there. Hey, Sam, your thoughts on Terra Classic, Lunacy? I'd marry Sam, but he'd never kick it with a broke guy like me. That's not true, man. I'd hang out with anybody, bro. Don't do that. I love you, bro. I hang out with some broke people for like a minute or two. Then after a minute, it gets weird, but you know what I mean? Man, when you're with me, you won't feel broke. You'll feel rich, bro. So don't stress. You'll be eating good steaks. We'll go to a good time. Never meet your heroes. Yeah, right? Always facing the negative with the positive. Epic stuff, Sam. Inspirational. 100%, man. You got to. You got a long Bitcoin 1 hour looking promising. It is. It is. So far, so good. We'll see. I don't know. It just closed kind of a tweaky candle. That candle's the indecision doji right there, which at the top usually isn't the best. Tells me to be wary of the position here. I may have to cut this trade off. We don't know. We're inside the zone. As long as we keep the 200 moving average, and as long as we keep the 21, I'm okay. My trigger's pretty close to price action, though. I'm not in love with this right now. I would love to have seen this turn green and start the push. We do need a bit of a wick here, though. Don't be surprised if this comes to test right here at 80,600. It's kind of what we want to see. We want to see a test down here. No, even lower. 80,090. 80,900 is the test area that we want to see. Show me the money, baby. Show me the money. Okay, we got some interesting stuff for you to see here today that you may not know. Wall Street tokenization era has officially begun. Why this matters for investors. For years, tokenization sounded like one of those big financial ideas that always felt just a little too early. Sure, there was lots of people who were excited about using blockchain for stocks and bonds and other financial assets, but not many investors. It still felt experimental than practical. No longer, and surprisingly enough, it's Wall Street leading the way. The DTCC will begin testing a tokenized securities trading with a full platform launch in October of 2026. So it's coming, folks. It's a big deal. Rapid settlement, reduced transaction, increased liquidity, enhanced transparency, and greater market access. I mean, it's just a better way to trade when you trade on chain. The thing is, the big boys we're going to be able to see their movement on chain. Are they going to be able to hide it through privacy chains? This is going to be interesting how they deal with their chain. You know, they're basically when a slug leaves a trail, right? Their chain trail. U.S. banks push back on Clarity Bill over stablecoin yields. They don't want us getting our stablecoin yields. U.S. banks oppose Clarity Act, warning stablecoin yields could drain deposits, weaken lending across the financial system. They keep saying this. It's not true. It's only going to enhance liquidity. It's going to leave their banks, but it's going to go to a place where it's faster, quicker, and easier to get liquidity. So major U.S. banking groups are raising concerns over proposed stablecoin legislation, warning the gaps of the bill could hurt their money because no one's going to want to park money in their bank because you can get more money on a stablecoin. They should adopt stablecoins inside the bank. They should adopt the same yield and become competitive. They should stop holding on to the old janky system. In a joint statement released Monday, leading industry bodies included American Bankers Association, and the Banking Policy Institute, said the current draft does not go far enough to protect traditional deposits. While they acknowledge lawmakers are pursuing the right policy objective by addressing stablecoin yields, they stress the details could have unintended. They're full of garbage, man. They're just trying to create issues so they can hold on more of what they've got. They don't give a dang. Anchorage Digital pushes Genius Act Plus as Western Union stablecoin nears launch. XRP price size 26 move as symmetrical triangle nears breakout. I don't know, man. I'm kind of tired. XRP tires me out, man. It's like X-Ripple execs breaks down XRP to 10,000 predictions. Is it possible? And I think it's unlikely. David Schwartz, who departed Ripple CTO in December, addressed 10,000 XRP prediction head-on during a discussion on X, right? And he basically said it would have been $26 by now. So he said if there were a few very rich and rational people who really believe there was a 1% chance it could hit 10,000 in 10 years, then they would bid XRP at least up to $20. A move to 20 would still be huge for XRP's current level, but it's nowhere near $10,000. At the time of writing this, market cap of 86 billion and a circulating supply of 618 billion tokens. A $10,000 per XRP at the same circulating supply would be a valuation of $618 trillion. That's impossible, guys. It's not happening. XRP is not going to be worth $618 trillion. Like, it's not happening. So get that idea out of your head. All right. So, and then Coinbase sued for withholding frozen crypto linked to $55 million hack. A Puerto Rican man is suing Coinbase after he accused the exchange of wrongly withholding crypto that was apparently stolen in a $55 million draining hack. The suit was filed on Monday, and a California court claims the man referred to as DB. Isn't that funny, DB Cooper? That's interesting, right? DB Cooper was a victim of the hack on the 20th of 2024, in August. He apparently lost his crypto after clicking on a malicious link that spoofed Ether DeFi management tool, DeFi Saver. He then unknowingly authorized a smart contract permission that gave the thieves control of the crypto wallets. He gave them his seed phrase, man. $55 million after signing a phishing transaction. How did this happen? Interesting. We'll see. Will he get his money back? Very, very interesting. Anyway, let's move forward back into the charts here. We're getting green, folks. We're flipping. And this is what we want to see. A nice breakout here. A pump to the upside. Your first measured move is going to be the wick to wick here. To be a first place, I believe you should be looking to take some profits. This is about 83,005. As we enter further into this bigger move here for Bitcoin. And I've been traveling this whole time, calling these calls beautifully to the upside. Actually, the trade from last night really should have still, I should not have been stopped out there. But thank you, dear Lord, for the gains that I did have. I'm going to be grateful for everything in my life and just revert to gratitude, 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 ingrained gratitude of the brain so nothing else can come in. Ingrained gratitude in the brain. Nothing else can exist, man. Nothing but gratitude. So we've gone over Bitcoin in depth. We've talked about some altcoins. We've broken it down. Let's take a look at this coin, Lab. Is it Labs, right? Or just Lab? Was on WEEEX, just doing absolute damage yesterday. It's also here on MEXC. Wow, so they dumped it, pumped it, dumped it, pumped it back again. It's got a bit of a use case here. Let's take a look at it. It looks like it could go higher. There's a lot of infrastructure right now. DeFi infrastructure, DeSci, and like some AI agent infrastructure when it comes to DeFi. And you know that's going to be the new thing. AI agents that can basically, they can balance a portfolio. They can manage risk. And honestly, this is high risk, high reward, but Labs is looking good to me. Looks like this thing could continue to the upside and do some damage. Stop loss below the lower low there. Still a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio with the 200 above. This is interesting. You know, if you can get it at the bottom of the pattern, you know, buying right now is aggressive, but you can get it right there. That's going to be a discount. The breakout of the retest of this area. So that area and that area are the safest. Here's high risk, but it could pump. I see it going to 546. I would pay attention to this closely, folks. This consolidation is beautiful. It just came out. It's getting pretty big. Let's look at Humanity, HUSDT, another one that was hot on the board. I was looking for it to continue to pump here. It kind of went a little higher, and then it did continue to go parabolic, as I suggested. Humanity. All right, this thing's been hot. If you've been paying attention to it, it continues to kind of make higher highs and higher lows here. Humanity. So what do I see happening now? I mean, I would open this up. It might, let's take a look at it on the bigger picture. Like the daily. Daily's a little far from the 21. I would set up support or resistance and begin to kind of channel the daily here. Set up the Twisted Sister. We're either going to come back down and hit the daily at this support or resistance, or we're going to make a beautiful flag. Either way, I do see a bigger measured move. The first one is going to be at like somewhere here at this resistance level right there, and then the secondary level. I'd watch this for another move on the daily time frame. Once it comes in contact with that 21, it tells me there's going to be a pump. I'd watch Humanity closely. This is how I would play it. I would play it on the daily time frame. Again, you're going to do whatever you want. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, all right? Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. I highly advise, all right? So I gave you the information on X as nice as I could on April 21st. I was really adamant about it. I talked about it on April 1st, too, as well, out of the giant cup and handle that I gave you with the fractal that continues to become a known trade that I push out. And I'll keep reposting this so no one can get twisted. I've been calling this move since April 1st and 3rd. Join me as we keep winning. It is what it is, and people will say whatever they want. Slow grind BTC. Do you think that's a matter since we didn't get here sooner? Just wondering on your thoughts. It's good that we did a slow grind. Very important that we did a slow grind. Shout out to Sin City Crypto holding me down. God bless you guys. Appreciate that. Lifer doesn't lose, baby. I love it, man. We've had an amazing, just in the last few weeks, life has been a trip, right? Riding around McLarens in Las Vegas, hanging out with the lifers, winning $4,000 in one hand of blackjack with Crypto Face. Yeah, easiest long of the year, so 100%. I agree. And someone said it was Wyckoff accumulation to the downside. That's Wyckoff accumulation from the downside. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, I've been spot on this whole time, right? Hey, man, if anyone's clowning on you, you're doing the right thing, man. Shout out to my man. And shout out to my buddy here, the Modern CDN. So awesome, bro. He shows up to all the events. We had a good time. He was at the Influencer Awards. He's a lifer. Just nice to see him show up whenever I'm at an event. It's really cool. Dude, Lambo, Revolto Verde Viper. That thing is sick, huh? You gotta love that, man. I'll get there one day. I'll buy a Lambo one day. One day I'll get a Lamborghini. I know I will. It's only a matter of time. Wait, Sam. Dude, we're starting to push to the upside here. I like what I'm seeing. It almost tells me it might be time to double down, baby. Traveling affects me. I don't have all my logins sometimes to everything that I own. It just kind of throws me off a little bit. No excuses. But here we go, folks. We're starting to pump at 80, and this is a parabolic move to the upside. It's telling me it's going to go parabolic. And I could be wrong. But when the 21's above the like this long was simple. Right here, the buy right there was simple. I bought here, sold there. I bought there, sold there. I'm buying again, I'll sell again. Simple stuff, right? You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. And you don't have to risk your entire portfolio, folks. I don't know why people go so hard. Talking to a guy the other day, the guy, he lost like $300,000. How is that possible? You know, in my trading group, I admitted it today. I said, what else more can we do for you? But let's just show you kind of what you're getting and what's happening. Number one, I don't take a day off. So if I'm there at night, I'm up in the morning, and I'm up early, and I go to bed late. You know, my last post was somewhere at, like, I don't know, 10 at night last night. Where's my last post? 10:51, right? I'm giving you guys a video update of what I see happening in the market. Sorry, it was small. I'll make it bigger next time. I fixed it. And then the next morning, I show you that we pump. You know, 7 hours later, we're on it. I show you how the trade keeps moving. I tell you when, and I go, I trade Bitcoin most days, right? I tend to call the market overall market, but once alts get fun, I will start posting more alts, right? But here's the deal, man. If you've taken my Bitcoin trades and moved the stops into break even or profit when I said you'd be in the money. Since April 1st, I've been calling Bitcoin flawlessly over and over again. If you're losing with my strategies, you are over-risking, aping in without a plan, and not using stops. It's very simple. What more can I do? I give you video updates at night, video updates in the morning. I show you my exact trade. I show you how I manage the trade. There's nothing more I can do to help you trade Bitcoin, right? I'm as transparent as a clean glass window, folks, right? And that's why, you know, to learn from a mentor, the more open he is with you, the more he shows you his world, the more you can help, the more you can learn. 100%. And it's all about risk management. Even if we lose this trade, we're still bullish on the day. See, we're still up on the day in general. That tells me that no stress, no fear, right? We're ready to rock. So, like, I should go to the consensus conference, walk around all day, and come back in the money. Bitcoin should pump for the next 5 to 6 hours up to 83,000. And then I can walk around with my phone, check the charts every 15, and if I see a big pump, I can take profits immediately. All right, and that's the key. That is the key. And shout out to all the bears out there. We love you. We thank you so much for constantly shorting this market and giving us liquidity. Without you, we would have made so much money longing. So we appreciate all of you that have been liquidated and taken yourselves out of these trades, because if you didn't short, there would be no liquidity for us to grab. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's the nicest thing you can do is to keep shorting the market for us long. So, you know, appreciate you all. It's been a good ride. And I want to say thank you to the bears for providing great liquidity for all of the longs. It's just been a dream come true. So thank you. From my family to yours, man. Thank you for keeping the lights on. We appreciate you guys. So look, I mean, we broke out right now of a flag on the 1 minute. It's the 21 above the 200. It suggests that it's going to continue to moon, and it's Thursday, and it's a Tuesday. One of my favorite days to trade. We get follow through on Tuesday. For whatever reason, the market finally gets through all its ups and downs. It figures its way out from the Asia and the London session on Monday and into the night, and then we get ready for a bigger move. So, like, look, this is a scalp here too as well. And what I like about it, see how I'm on isolated, separated? I can make this scalp, and it won't interfere with my previous trade. It's really cool. I can scalp Bitcoin here for 2 to 1, And it'll be a separate trade. Now, if I do isolated combined, not the case. But separated, it will separate. These will be two separate trades. It won't combine the margin, which is really nice. All right. Stop loss 81,078. That'd be another 700 on the scalp. Let's see. I like what I'm seeing. It's technically the model. I'd like to see it dump back to the 21 a little bit here. This would be, you know, come back to the 21, get tight inside this range. If we spend 20 minutes doing this, this would be a key for a long. So I'm going to watch this. Give it 20 minutes. If it pumps, so what? I'm already in the trade. I'd like to get a perfect scalp if possible, and that will give me that scalp. Oh, yeah, the VRVP here, too. I think you also want to change it here. Go to your settings. Just add a 0 there next to the 24. It's going to make it look more... I don't know if the word is delineated. I don't think that's the word, right? But more, it's going to have multiple lines. More, you know, more divided. Heavily divided. And what am I using here? I'm using the 200 and the 21-day moving average in conjunction with each other. When they cross or about to cross, I look for flags and tightness. It tells me there's likely going to be progressional movement to the upside on the bullish tones. And, you know, I use it on the daily. I use it on the 15. I use it on multiple time frames. It works, folks. I use it on the 1 hour today. I've used it on the daily yesterday. Look, right there. Touch the 21, get into the trade. Boom. Touch the 21, get into the trade. Boom. You know, touch the 21 above the 200. Boom. Near the 21. Boom. Near. Boom. Like, once you get this, you understand how it works. It is a money printing device, folks. And I give it to you guys every single day for free. This looks like it's likely going to break out. Like, look at that. So they're setting up. I mean, we're above weekly support and resistance now. You know, we're in progression. The bigger time frames are telling us more is coming. We're already up 850 on the day. Now we're up 950. We'll continue to make these gains. The key is not to lose money. All right? Rule 1, don't lose money. Rule 2, look at rule number 1. Straight up. Like, it's as funny as that is, but that's the facts. Don't lose money, man. All right? So I love what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. And I want the pump. We want the pump and we want it now, Bo. You know, we want it now. The key is not to be greedy, to be grateful for what you do have every time, and you'll keep receiving. You see what I'm saying? Whenever I say, oh, I woulda, shoulda, coulda done this, woulda done that, and I stress money, I'm getting greedy. I'm getting to that greed state. I don't want to live that. I don't want to live in that state. I want to live in a state of gratitude all the time. All the time. And shout out to anyone that made big gains with me. I could tell the lifers made a lot of big money, man. So thank you. Shout out to anyone that jumped on in with the lifers. You people are absolutely amazing. And today was a big day. A big day for everyone in my group. I could tell we're winning, man. So I love y'all. Thank you so much for everything. I appreciate everything. It means the world to me. My Spanish friends like when I use the word mucho. It means a lot to them. I gotta get the yeah, I gotta change this one to voice disguise. Voice disguise. That's weird, right? That disguises my... Hey. That's crazy. Hey, that's weird. Small robot. So you can make it sound like a small robot or a monster. Pitch up. Pitch me up there, guys. We could do the stream like this all day long. So weird. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. That's fun. I'm using a new mixer right now. It's fun, man. It's got a lot of cool options. Hey, don't let Sammy play with the buttons. You know what's going to happen if he can touch those buttons. Man, something tells me I should get into this long, like, before it's too late. and scalp away. Scalp, scalp, scalp away. Let's go 3,000 for 7 grand. Make a monster. I mean, it tells me today is the day to go extra heavy. Thing is, people do that and they lose their whole account. It's all about grinding slowly but surely, one step at a time. I like 379 for 900 on the scalp. Waiting for the perfect entry. See how I'm patiently, I have control over my emotions, just waiting. Just waiting it out. Starting to make a bit of a flag here. You see this? It's a bull flag inside of the bigger flag. Cooper flag. Cooper Cup. No. Oh my gosh, no. No. So let's take a look here at the 24-hour time frame. Tons starting to get a big move here. And they got AI agents coming on. A lot of stuff going on. Tons actually been on the move in the last 7 days, up 38%. Morpho up 20%. I still hold some of that. JIP at 11 cents at a penny. No, about at 19 cents. Remember we bought JIP when it came out at 69? Wah, 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 wah. I still like this VVV. People say they're really using it and they're liking it. So it has a use case. I wouldn't be surprised if this heads up to $20. Zcash, we gave it to you at 300. Say it was going to 406. It continued up 29%. I like Layer Zero. I'm going to take a look at it. Sky AI continues to pump to the upside. Virtuals has a use case. I could see that coming back with AI and AI agents. I don't see how that doesn't stop. 77 cents looks like a beautiful buy for me. Chainlink, I love it. Anywhere below $10. I own a lot of Chainlink still. I still own Cardano, which I see headed back to $2 at one point. That's an 8x. CanCC just holds. They basically somewhere between 14 and 16 for a long time. Render's been hot. Hasn't really gone below 170 for a while, so that's been showing strength. Caspa holds above 3 cents. That's okay. Dexy, remember we ran it up from 350 to 16. Now it's at $10. Might be a good time to bounce back in. BNB near at 127. Aerodrome was 30 cents. It's back to 45, holding that level. So altcoins have kind of gained some steam here, and they're not giving it back. And we showed you how the altcoins look pretty strong. Oh, look at that thing. It just ripped out the flag to the upside. Look at that. Boom. Right off the 21. There was the chase pump. Look, I didn't chase, though. It's funny, right? I almost wanted to get in right there. I would have been up. Dang. This thing may start to pump right now, right? This may be it. I'm going to chase the long a little bit just because I'm near the 21. Did I get in? I think I got in time. Oh, I just got in. So lucky as I got that. I'm adding another trade to the trade, you see? Way smaller of a trade, too, though. Wait, why is the margin so small? What's going on there? That doesn't make sense. $42 in trade? No. Let's just double check here. It would be the stop loss will be at 81,194 here. Such a small amount of margin. It's kind of weird, right? Yeah, there you go. I don't know how that happened. Can't make money on that other trade. How's it already down $14 though? If it's nothing in that trade, or 2,000. Okay, there we go. All right, it's right now. It wasn't. The trade wasn't made or something. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're all set. This makes sense. Yeah. There we go. 0.9. Yeah, there we go. That's a bigger trade than the other one now. Send it, baby. Send it. Send it. And the fees are small. I like that. Only $12. To basically use, to go 33x on $2,200. I mean, so we're looking for this to maybe come back to the bottom of the pattern, get tight. So don't stress if you see some red action. It's not the worst. You want to see this kind of do this. And then bang. We're getting very tight. Now, it could have dumped it very well. Anything could happen, folks. I may lose these trades in front of you. I don't know what's going to happen. I wish I did. I'm a probability guy. I just played trade probability, and thank the heavens it plays out for me more than it doesn't. Otherwise, you'd be like, dang, man, who is this guy, right? So, wow, Bull D ripped. Siren continues to do damage. Dash, Humanity, Aptos. Look, there's my coin. I got in at 38 cents. It just doesn't want to give it up. It seems to be holding very nicely with the consolidation here. Let's take a look on MEX, see what it looks like. I bought this at 38 cents. It's right where I bought. I put $1,500 in. I've been in it for a week. You know, this was the trade, right? Initially, this is the idea. It did break out from the initial, and it kind of was almost a descending triangle that broke out, but it broke out. It's now in another flag, which you would assume would break out for more, right? So, and now you can actually put an uptrend, bottom trend there, connected to the top trend, and there you have a bigger move coming for this coin. So I'm long on this thing. I see this thing ripping. You know, I'm going to sell it at 86 cents, and everyone's going to say, well, how did you know? Well, I just took the TA, the 21 above the 200, and I let it do its thing. Look, we got Quantum up 259%, Calcify, LFI, TCT, Tectum Cash, Ginny, Dogs. I mean, we have a lot of coins that are up today above 60% or more. Lab doing damage there again, like I showed you. Z-Swap, 6.7. USDT, of course, 6.7. The official meme of 6.7. MDAO, a lot of these are memes. Buttcoin, Rave. Rave's been out of control, back at 78 cents. Let's just look at Quantum for a second here. What is Quantum? Brand new. Oh, wow, this thing is just out. I'd be careful there. Just came out, like brand new. Yeah, I'd be, oh, whoa, what is that? Yeah. Did we just get the pump? It looks like we, oh, no, that was a different chart. Okay. Struggling right now, only up $40, but I'm looking for this to consolidate here. And you never know. Today, with the Strait of Hormuz, the up and down price action, you never know what could happen, folks. You know, be happy with what you get each day and go from there. Don't get too crazy. It's the people that demand so much out of the market and get pissed when they don't get it and then get emotional. Those are the people who lose a lot of money. People who just reset, have a really good connection to God and say, dear Lord, thank you for everything you've given me. I'm super excited for whatever you've put my way. Those are the people that shine. You know what I mean? If you always find gratitude in every day, you're going to find a way to win. I'm telling you, your mentality is everything. People don't like hearing this. They think it's corny. Oh, here's another one of those manifestation guys. Honestly, I got to tell you, like, ever since I started using my mind to create my reality in a more positive manner, the money was flowing at a heavy rate, man. And I go to sleep every night and I listen to positive affirmations. Money comes to me many different ways and many different moments, right? And I have no issues with money. I have a great relationship with money. I love money. Money loves me. And I do those affirmations, man. And and again, people are, oh, money hungry. No, but your life is, say you wanted to start a farm and buy animals, you need some money. Say you want to feed your animals, you need money to feed your animals. Like, I don't care who you are, because people that get all earthy and say, oh, I'm not into that money stuff. Well, you need it, though. Every one of us needs money. And I look at money just like a crop. If you had a crop, you would want it to grow beautifully and strong, 100%. You wouldn't want it to be like all withered and only have, like, if you could grow 150 tomatoes, you wouldn't be happy with 20 tomatoes. If you knew your garden could basically push out 500 tomatoes, and then you only had 100, you'd say, damn, what's happening with my garden? How come it's not producing all of that it can? Same thing with your bank account. Like, your bank account is just like your garden. Why can't it produce more than you desire it to produce? It should be producing top notch. It should be overflowing. You should have so many vegetables, you got to give them to your neighbors. You know what I mean? Same thing with your bank account. It should be so overflowing that you have to give other people money just to kind of get through the day. You have to hand other people money to get through the day because that's the way you're living, right? Look at this beautiful double bottom. That's a double bottom. That's likely to explode, folks. It looks like we're about to win here on these two trades and add more money to the till that we already made today. Remember, we already paid the trader. We're in the habit of paying the trader, so we're likely to continue to do so. Whatever you did the first 10 days of the year, you're going to continue to do. Remember, we talked about that when I started the channel at the beginning of the year? And we said, hey, whatever you do, the first 10 days of the year are going to heavily reflect your entire year. We made gains the first 10 days of the year, if you remember. I sold and took profits, which told me that throughout the year, I was going to do that. I was going to be selling and taking profits throughout the year. It was going to be something that I did over and over and over again, right? Look at this beautiful trade, folks. I mean, it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. And I love that we saw it like way before it even happened. You know, even this, look, you could just traded the flag that I trade long right there on the bull flag. Target's 82,151 as we get to the 200 moving average. That's just the measured move of the length of the pole. That's where it says you're going to go there if you break out. And now you clearly have broken out of a rising wedge. You've clearly broken out of this pattern that we gave to you. And this is why patterns, people that can't see the pattern can't see the entry. They also can't see the measured move. The measured move comes from the pattern. Knowing where you're likely going to go comes from using patterns. And then measured move, like, and this is where I get my risk management. Like, I decide I'm going to buy there. I'm going to get out there. Stop loss has to be a 3-to-1. If I can't make the pattern and I can't see the measured move, if I can't see the measured move, I can't make the risk to reward. If I can't make the risk to reward, I don't have any risk management. So when people don't pattern trade, I don't, you know, again, I use patterns to find the risk management. You also had a beautiful support of resistance. You got, you know, resistance. You got above it right there. Then you lost it. Then once you got above this resistance, you could have long that and put a stop loss below this tweezer top. The daily starting to move, baby. It's coming to the 200 moving average. It's going to hit it today as far as I'm concerned. It may actually spike above it a little bit and get to 84,500. So, and again, anything, and now we're getting tight inside the channel as suggested. The tighter, the tighter. What if it dumps and stops me out? So be it. I have proper risk on the trades. I won't be the happiest camper. It'll be a loss on the Tuesday after a big pump, but we'll see. Ooh, that looks kind of like a double top now. See how fast things change? You're about to pump. You're about to dump. You're about to bump. The 1 minute can throw you off if you don't have conviction and a plan. That's why it's important to have a bigger time frame unless you're just going to scalp the 1 minute and you're ready and poised for just that action. If you can't handle the 1 minute emotions and you don't have a bigger time frame to back you up, you're going to trade emotionally. It's going to get you. I'm telling you right now, these are the pitfalls of trading, so pay attention and don't let it happen. Shout out to all the new people coming on into the stream. I see you guys. My name's Crypto Lifer Sam Price. I've been trading for a long time. I travel the world. I have fun. I do what I want. I go where I want. I live where I want. You know what I mean? And I can teach you how to do the same thing. I live in sunny Florida. I'm here in Miami traveling. Again, away from my family. I was away from my family for 5 days, home for a day and a half. Jumped on in the car and drove right to Miami. Felt real strange. It was like I didn't even get a chance to really sit at home. Next thing you know, I was on the road again. Felt like I'm a roadie or something. I feel like I'm in a band, like traveling, you know. But we're here in Miami for Consensus. We're going to do some awesome interviews, meet a bunch of people. We have some business meetings and some lunches to attend, and it's going to be a blast. So I'm excited for that. You should be too. All right. And if you want to come to Consensus, you still can. We're also throwing a party in the, you know, for the Discord. If you're in the Discord, we're throwing a beautiful party, folks. I'd love to see you there. All right. It's going to be May 7th. We have an RSVP. I'm going to put that out right now. Who wants to come to the party May 7th? Who's in Miami and can come to the party May 7th? Let me know. Let me know. Let's blow it up. Let's blow it up, baby. Thank you, Sean. Amazing job, Sean. So hit this link here. Hit that link, and that will take you... Oh, no, that's not the right link. Sorry. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. Dude, it's looking like this flag is going to pump, folks. We're on the 21 above the 200 now. That tells me a big move is coming for Bitcoin. I long that so hard. This is when I go hard. Whenever I see that, that's when I go hard. You do whatever makes you happy, but man, that thing looks, if you look at it on next, like that thing is about to, like how much tighter can you get? Boom! Open the Strait of Hormuz, pop it like a sewer cap, just exploding with the pressure, you know, just boom. You know, when you see the water just flush out the hydrant, man, we're about to send that liquidity to the... If you're shorting that, and the thing is, there's so many people shorting this right now, which is beautiful. They're shorting this, folks. They are going to short this. This will pay the trader yet again. We'll make even more money today. And money is just freedom tokens. It's not really... I'm not money hungry, but money is a freedom token. With money, you can be free. You can go where you want. You can do what you want. You can drive what you want. It's pretty nice, right? So if you're able to come to the party in Miami, all right, hit that link right here. Request to join Under the Stars with St. Jude and the Culture Consensus closing night, okay? Thursday, May 7th, 7 to 12 at the National Hotel. All right? Hit the request to join. Jump on in. It's going to be a blast. All right? DJ set by Doya Moda. All right? We just want a sense of how many people are coming. All right? Damn, man, they keeping it tight on the 1 minute. This is crazy. Look at the range. From 81.5 to 81.650. It's been in this range now for an hour. You know, and you can say exactly, you hit shift and go sideways. 26 minutes. Bitcoin has been absolutely sideways. Just hasn't really budged. You couldn't make, you know, unless you're leveraging like 100,000x, you know, $100 move. You know, so this is very tight. No one's made any money recently. We've just been waiting for a bigger pump. I'm telling you, that tells me when you're 21 above the 200, 90% chance you're going up. And then we look at BOOKMAP, our cheat code, and it also has red above us, suggesting we're going somewhere up into $82.5, $83,000 BTC. So I like it. I like what I'm seeing. It's looking pretty good to me. Things are starting to kind of come together. All right. One thing, I got to make sure they don't tow my car. Isn't this crazy? I feel like I'm in New York now. I got to go make sure my car... Okay. All right. The car is still there. No problems. No problems. 81,600 for Bitcoin. We are so close to a move here, folks. I'm very well poised in position for this pump. I'm live here on WEEEX. We are live trading in a long. Come on, baby. This is like the perfect. This is a perfect model right here. It's so tight. It's above the 21, above the 200. 90% of the time, this is going to pump. If this doesn't pump, but it pumps more than it doesn't, this is it. The whole world should be long right now. The whole world should be watching my channel, and everybody should be live, should be long at this exact moment. 1,300 beautiful viewers, man. This Bitcoin pump is bringing people back to the chat, back to the live stream. The live stream is blowing up. Haven't you noticed? In the last 2-3 weeks, the live stream is pumping to the upside. More and more people, more likes, more comments, more energy. I love it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's get the comments going, baby. Let's get a poll going. Let's get a poll going here. Bitcoin, 94K or 64K, right? I mean, it's kind of obvious now, right? Our Bitcoin, 100K Bitcoin, which price first? 100K or 65K? Where do you think it's going to go first? 100,000 or 65,000? Interesting when you put it in that perspective, right? It almost feels like you'd have to say 100K. I mean, it's the most, you know, fly us to the moon, take us among the stars, baby. Hit the like button, everybody. Let's keep it pumping. I appreciate it. And would anybody like to win a Trezor Hard wallet? We got Trezor Hard wallets for you. Let us know. Trezor gave me about like 20 of them. We got so many of them. Let us know. And honestly, they may short squeeze everybody here. You never know. They may stop on us. You don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I always have a stop loss in case. I mean, this is getting sketchy how tight it's getting. Who would like to win a Trezor hardware wallet? All right. So they can start their first hardware wallet, begin to stack some BTC, learn what it's like. Anybody out there? Anybody out there? Okay. We got to do something fun. All right. We'll do something interesting for you guys. I got to think of a fun way to do this. I like one. All right. I'm going to write. Ooh, we're getting so close in this price action right now. It's crazy. So I'm going to go to my notes here on the show. We'll write a new note. All right, here we go. Okay. I named a number. I named a color. No, I named a color, an animal, you know what I mean? Some type of animal, and a number. All right, let's see if someone can guess the color, the animal, and the number. So, like, it would be like gray elephant 55, right? That's not what it is, but it would be something like that. And this is 3. I don't know if anyone can guess it. It's going to be crazy, but I really feel like we could get it. All right. So you got to guess an animal, a color, and a number all together. Like 8 yellow tigers. See, he did it. Orange gorilla 44. Yeah, see, these, you guys got it. 3 green bull. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Someone got really close already. Someone got really close. Oh. Someone got super close already. Someone said it, but like missed the letter. Someone said it already, but they missed the color. They missed the color. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is nuts. Wow, look at this chat going crazy. I know you guys are going to get it. There's so many creative people here. You guys will eventually get it. Wow. Pink lion. You guys are awesome. Green fox, blue eagle, orange giraffe. This is insane. Oh, someone just got really close right here. Someone in this vicinity got really close. All right. Someone in this area got really. That's your clue, man. Someone is just 1 letter away. Someone's 1 letter away. Whoa. It's getting close. It's slowing down. It's speeding up. If you're just jumping on in, we're giving away a Trezor, a hardware wallet. Trezor was nice enough to give you so many to give away to you guys. Go to Trezor.io to find out more. We have a link to the Trezor wallets if you want to buy your own after the one you get. You like it. You want to upgrade. Or just kind of, it sends you that way. Take a screenshot of that area where I told you there was a, you know what I mean? Go take a screenshot of that area where I said you guys basically did it. I wanted to point out the person. He was a number off. He had the color right. He had the animal right. He was just a number off. All right. Keep it coming. And I'll cut it off at one point so we can get back into the TA. Don't stress. Oh, it's so close. You guys are so close. I also got to see it. You might have said it and I can't see it. I got to see it and you say it. I always make that clear because, dude, someone is really close right here, guys. Someone is doing it, but they're just a number away. I'm giving you it again. They're a number off. But they're so close. Oh, man, this one's pretty close, too, right here. This guy's really close. Christopher Columbus is close. He's got 1 thing wrong, but he's got 2 things right. How's that? All right. Can you solve it? Can you solve it? Oh, my gosh. Come on now. Someone's got to do it in the next 2 seconds. I've basically given it away at this point. Like, if you guys got to pay attention, I think no one slowed down. Blue ball, someone wrote. That's funny. All right, this guy is really close. He's got 2 of the 1 things. He's just missing 1 of them. All right. Why do you keep writing the same thing? You guys keep writing the same thing. It's not it. Why do you keep writing it? Legendary God King, why do you keep writing the same thing? It's close. 1 thing is wrong. So you got to keep switching different things in that sect. I want to tell you which one it is. Animal. All right, you just got a clue. You just got another clue. And I want to stop it. Once I see viewership kind of slowing down, I stop doing this. Oh, man. All right, I'm about to just pick somebody. It's tough. I realize it is tough. I thought I would have seen it by now. Red Bull. Funny, Red Bull. Yeah. I'll give you a hint. Angry. Angry. Angry what? All right. Angry what? You know what I mean? And then I told you it was the same, right? I basically have given it away now if you've paid attention. But it's been kind of like piecemealed a little bit too. So dude, I can't believe no one's gotten it. Oh, it's coming in. Hey, there it is. I saw it. You didn't write it right, though. Why did you have to write it wrong? I saw it, but you wrote it wrong. I saw it, but you wrote it wrong. Oh, my gosh. Redbird33. There you go. I found it. You got it. Where's his name there? Luluke815. Redbird33, man. You got it. And I'll show it to you. Redbird33. That's exactly what it was. And you might have done it before, but his name is Luke815. Email us from this exact channel with this email, JEUWW, Jewu. Email us from here. You just won yourself a Trezor hardware wallet. Model T, one with like the touchscreen too, which is really, really nice. Should be excited. God bless you. And it looks like we're going to win this trade, folks, as we start the pump. It's starting to kind of make a bigger move off that 21. This is spoken. Let's go, baby. Send it. Send it. We waited for 27, 30 minutes. Send this puppy to the upside. Shout out to anyone that just jumped on in. We appreciate that. And we're going to be giving a hardware wallet away till they're gone. I think I have like 10 of them. We're already giving away 2. So, and that keeps you safe, right? That's a really good thing to give away. It's a hardware wallet that keeps you safe. So, we appreciate anyone that supports us. And I've been with Trezor since 2017, even before I ever had a partnership or a deal with them or anything like that. And I just get a small commission if you do use the link below. It's nothing crazy. Damn, man, they're really just keeping this thing in such a tight range right now. The tighter the better, man. Above the 200 on the 21. That says we're going to pump. I don't even think about it. I just trade it. I just trade it blindly, and we go from there. All right. Wow, I love what we're seeing here today for Bitcoin. And we did get the pump last night. I mean, we called it. Shout out to anyone that made gains with the lifer throughout the day and absolutely nailed it. Follow us on x.com. I greatly appreciate it. We're also live here doing all sorts of different stuff. We are pumping out the content every single day. So blessings on blessings. Shout out to BTCC. If you trade with BTCC and we hit our max volume, 3 beautiful people win a Rolly. 3 iconic winners, 3 watches. Jump on in today. 3 people will be randomly selected. All you got to do is use the code LIFER333. Sign up, trade futures on BTC through the campaign, and 3 random traders will be announced as winners on June 7th. So June 7th. June 7th. Bang. I love what I'm seeing here, folks. Send it parabolically. Let's get paid today while I'm at the conference at Consensus. It looks like we're getting paid. It looks like things are going our way, but you never know. One step at a time, baby. One step at a time. It's hot here in Miami. Way hotter than it was in Vegas. Vegas was nice, man. Cool breeze. It was actually a cooler Vegas than I'd ever experienced. Shout out to anyone that went to Bitcoin Vegas and hung out. That was amazing. All right. One thing I want to do is I want to look at the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Also want to look at the DXY. So this looks just like Bitcoin, and you can see Bitcoin is carrying it. But, you know, what level? We got above $2.56 trillion. To me, I feel like we've bottomed at 2.2. These are risk-on assets. People get into these when the world seems like there's an ability to make gains. When they print money, when the Fed decides it's going to inject money into the markets, right? Right now, the Fed is QEing, not at the rate it was in 2020 to 2022, but it still is doing QE. And I see, and Kevin Horse is really anti-QE. He likes the rate cuts. So to him, he feels like they weren't cutting enough. They were putting too much QE in. He even left the Fed board in 2011, and I think it's because Paulson kept wanting to QE, and Morse didn't agree with it. It just wasn't his thing. So, like, I feel like he's been this way the whole time. Everyone's going to say, oh, he's doing Trump's bidding the second he gets in, or did Trump just understand did Trump's advisors say, hey, man, this guy's policies are spot on with yours? They're going to say it's a crony move and that he does whatever Trump wants. And you can't really confirm or deny that because it is what it is. The interesting thing is if he didn't cut rates the first meeting, sends everyone through a loop, gives us a pullback, they think he's not who he says he is, but he just does it to let the Democrats know that he's not a puppet, then he double rate cuts the next time, right? Then he does a double cut. So, my whole thing is, with him in office, with the movement here, it says we're going to get rate cuts instead of as much quantitative easing. That's going to inject more money into the market over time. And I just feel like that's going to push money into risk on assets. Wow, they just slumped it. This is crazy talk today. So right now, the whole show, and notice my show, they've been sideways from 10 to 12 a lot. I've noticed this. Like I'll be on the whole show. I'll make my money at night or I'll make my money in the morning. But the whole show will just be sideways the entire time. And this is you can't make money. That's chop. I mean, maybe you could go crazy at the bottom and the top. To me, if you're making thousands of dollars on these 1 minute moves, it's just it's an unsustainable way to trade. Over time, one move is going to bury you. Like you're going to be wrong one time and you're going to have to mitigate. You do that 3 times in a row, you're going to lose too much. I like my trading style because it's sustainable. It makes sense. Over time, it actually makes the portfolio grow. I'm able to manage hundreds of thousands of dollars in different portfolios, and I don't lose money, man. I just slowly gain. To me, I've learned about money management. You don't have to make tons of money. You just have to not lose tons of money and have a good income and be able to make a little bit of money on top of what you already made. If you're doing that, you're not going to lose. If you're not going to lose, you're going to be all right. Look, this looks like it could be struggling. Do you open it up a little bit? You could say, fine, we're coming back down to the bottom of the pattern a little bit, but could be a double top here. We had heavy resistance. We could not get above 81,005. Right now, if I get out, I'm still up $20. We'll see. We need a bounce here. We can't lose the 200 moving average on the 1 minute. If we do that, that's going to negate a lot of the stuff that I got planned for today. I'm not perfect. I'm just a trader that knows how to cover my positions in case they don't go the right way. Proper risk management is better than being being able to scalp big money. Because over time, if your system is an adrenaline rush that keeps you rushing back for more, and not kind of a slow, simple grind that makes sense, I think that adrenaline will eventually become your addiction, and that addiction will become your downfall. And eventually, it's going to be a casino. You might as well gamble on sports. You're looking for a rush. You're trying to get a rush out of this game instead of an income producing, system. If you're addicted to the rush, I mean, we're all addicted slightly. We have to be honest, but I love hitting a trade. It's awesome. But the idea is to hit a trade the right way with proper risk management. Like when you see me lose, I should lose the right way. Like here, now I'm locked and loaded. Now I'm break even, right? It goes the other way. It's still not too bad, right? Because this goes down as that goes up, and I could still only be down $50. We got to get a bounce here off this bottom trend line, now or never, and off this at 81,005. And 81.5 is also psychological. A lot of people are going to buy into that 81,500 all level. As long as you stay above the 200 on the 1 minute time frame, I suggest to stay bullish. Yeah. That's what I see happening in the markets. Wow, what a day it was to be alive. Shout out to my lifers and everyone that supported the channel. We did it again. Man, we did it here. Remember? This was amazing. We got in, we got out. We got in, we got out. I like my guy editing, man. He's showing me that I've been showing this whole time. We bought there, we sold. We bought there, we sold. Huh? Shout out to Kid for constantly editing. Kid edits, man. Got to get you on the team. Keep showing up. My team's going to pay attention. They're going to put you to work soon. You keep pumping out videos, man. Keep showing up. My team's going to... Funny. Shout out to WEEEX, man. Running a campaign here, too. The Sam Price Trading Challenge. Win Louis Vuitton. Trade and rank up and unlock luxury prizes over at WEEEX. All right. Ooh, it looks like they're going to this might dump. Have a stop loss in position. It's crazy that it didn't pump yet. It's kind of like, what? I'm confused. 90% of the time that would have broken out. So something's going on. They're manipulating the market, or they're huddling us here at 81,006, not letting us get back above. We're back at break even after already taking $850 off the table. I'm going to stay long because I trust the 21 and the 200, but I don't love how this is curving. I don't love how we're kind of playing games here. We got to get a bounce sooner than later off this bottom trend line. Otherwise, it's not a sustainable rally. It ain't happening. All right. Let's jump back into the chat. Let's take a look at the super chat, see what people are saying here today. And shout out to anyone that participated in the gives. The man told us over again, just saying. Shout out to Crypto Billy. I love you, man. Bro, my entry is 850. Harry is topped out. Sir, I emailed you. Please check it. It's urgent. You think he's going to check his email during the stream? Like, it's like, Gainitis cream on sale. Better buy some soon. Don't miss out. Rubbing that Gainitis tonight. Masters earnings. It's a last-ditch attempt as short sellers to make them look goofy. So funny, man. I mean, I showed Master around 100 before it took a rippage to the upside. Black window 333. What is that? That's creepy. Been trying to send super chat. Now it allow me for some reason. Every once in a while I can't send a super chat on somebody's channel. I don't know why. You know what I mean? I don't got any restrictions on you. I don't get it. God is love. God bless you, man. Let's go. 7 times since 6 a.m. hit this price. Isn't it crazy? Just tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it. I feel the more you tap it, the more you're going to break through. Yeah, I hope you sure you took a number not to lose your place in line. You guys are funny, man. I sent an email. Please check it. I mean, what does the email entail? I'm curious now. I don't see any emails, bro. Yeah. I think I just I got an email from an estate lawyer to how to plan my will and all that and get my stuff in order for a revocable trust and all that stuff. I don't see an email from anybody unless your name is Ashley. You know what I mean? So no, not since 10:30. But anyway, I don't check the emails, man. I pay people to do that stuff. I gotta check the charts, bro. Spam folder? Come on, man. I'm not getting into that stuff. Anyway, I don't like what's happening here, folks. I'm seeing weakness for the bulls so far. I mean, we're right on the 21. We'd have to wick above this. Like, we got to wick sooner than later. If you coming down in here, this is a double top, and you're dumping down to the 200, and I'm going to get stopped out. Right now, I'm still up $20. We'll see where it happens. All right. Annoying when people leave a voicemail saying, hey, give me a call. Just say why on the same 100%. I use text messages. Hey, this is why I'm texting you. Like, hey, let me leave a message telling you to call me for the message. Like, waste of time. You know what I mean? People that run and gun like me, you're traveling around the world, you got 100 little things going on. We need things at a high-end efficiency, right? We can't be playing games. People that play games, they have all the time in the world. I can meet someone that's life is not as fast speed as mine because they're like, hey, I thought we could link up. Just send me the and I'm like, dude, what? This guy spends 7 messages to get one thing done. It's insane. Yeah, and I don't mean to hyperanalyze other people, but, right? I didn't think you need a first and last name for Zell. You just need the phone number, I thought. But, hey, I'll ask him for the first and last name. All right. Everybody, it's 12 o'clock p.m., We're starting to get the bounce off the bottom trend. Supporters resistance. I'm long. I'm not getting out. I'm still here. I'll show you the wins if we win inside the trading group. Not much to say, but stay long on the 1 hour, long on the 3 minute. The 21's above the 200. We're inside consolidation. They're just playing games. I wouldn't get restless. I'd keep my longs open and we'll go from there. So I'll update you in the trading group to see what happens. Shout out to anyone that went to, I didn't know. Yeah, thank you. Shout out to anyone that went to cryptolifer.com today and signed up to the trading group. You're going to be with me now for a long time. Good luck for you. I think you made the best decision of your life by joining my trading group. I'm going to help you. I'm going to teach you. And I'm going to show you how I make gains every single day. And hopefully that rubs off. And we do it no matter where we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do Tether, bro. Okay, just text me a Tether address, bro. It's so easy. Text me Tether, man. and I'll send it right to your BitConnect, like right now. Simple. Yeah, Andrew Miller sold us on El Salvador, Bitcoin Beach, taxes, friendliness towards small businesses, safety, and good people. Dude, we're there. We're going to be going there. My whole team is going to be there, man. Yeah, follow him on X and send him a DM. Then, yeah, exactly. I will answer DMs on X way faster, but... Anyway, here we go. Just sideways yet again for now it's an hour of just keeping us in a $150 range for Bitcoin. So something big is coming. Whenever Bitcoin gets this tight, a big move is coming. All right. El Salvador is just where everyone, Bukele is creating a Bitcoin hub, basically paradise. He locked up all the criminals. He's cleaning up the streets. And people are headed there to do organic farming, to change the world. And, there's actually Bitcoin sections in the library where little kids learn about Bitcoin at the local schools. Kids become financially illiterate, and they talk about financial debasement, currency debasement. It's just a different type of society where people are progressing on a higher level as far as I'm concerned. And maybe I'm wrong. There's always a caveat. I'm not saying it's like there's always a plus and minus. But right now, it seems to be the best thing going. And I think that's where I want to buy property. Happiness, health, and prosperity to all the lifers. Have a blessed day. Shout out to everyone that kicks it with me. Shout out to God is Love for constantly supporting me. My bodyguard from another mother, man. Don't lay a finger on me. He'll toss you in the pool. Shout out to everybody in the nicest way possible, right? But everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I showed you what I'm doing today. There's nothing I can do. The chart is flat for the entire stream, so it is what it is. We didn't get a chance to see the pump or the dump. But stay inside the trading group. You'll be updated as to what's happening. And I'm still long. I love you all. Thank you so much for another beautiful, amazing live stream here from Miami, baby. And we're gonna do two. You're gonna do one Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. Is it already Tuesday? Wow, today's Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we will stream from Miami, and then back in the home studio again, just like we did. Just like I did. I did all week long from Sin City in Las Vegas. So I can't believe I was just in Vegas. It feels like these two cities are like the same city. I feel, I can't wait to get back to my kids and to my wife. I feel bad for my kids. They really haven't got a lot of their dad in the last week or two, but it will be cool, man. I'll be back, and we'll have all summer together. I love you all. Thank you so much. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing, baby. Crypto is life. You're not going to be great to start, but you got to start to be great, baby. It all starts somewhere. You got to start. You got to start. If you're starting trading, you got to start demo trading. You got to learn something. Watch the stream. You can do this. I believe in you guys. God bless you all. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.